Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today, the topic of our class is HSE reporting. So, first of all, we need to know about HSE. Yesterday, somebody commented on my TikTok that, sir, you have been wrong in something like, I told them that it's hierarchy. So, I told them it's hierarchy. It's not hierarchy. Actually, it's hierarchy. Hierarchy. In Urdu, we say hierarchy. In English, we say hierarchy of controls. So I told them now that I do so not because that I can't, but because my students want to understand. That's why I told I pronounce like hierarchy. So it's okay. Hierarchy or hierarchy, it's the same thing. But you need to know what is hierarchy. What is hierarchy of controls? The sequence. The sequence of when there is a hazard. There is a hazard, and the hazard is like something falling off person. This is a hazard, and this is the work at height hazard. This is the hazard of the work at height. So, what will be the hierarchy of control? Hierarchy of control, yeah, or the hierarchy of control would be like first one, elimination, firing a person, elimination. So, it's not possible for a person to work at height on first floor, second floor, third floor. It's not possible to eliminate the total hazard. The hazard of falling cannot be eliminated. So, elimination, it's not possible. Can you eliminate the risk of falling hazard? Can you eliminate? Okay. So, the second step is substitution. Now, there must be I told you that in substitution, we will provide the rotation of task. It means that a person who is working on work at height for 20 minutes, so after 20 minutes, he will be replaced. He will what? Replaced. You know replacing? Tabdil, mutabadil, alternate. So, the second step is replace the worker. Also, we can say that rotation of task. The first one is not possible. The first one is not possible. Isn't possible. Elimination. We cannot eliminate the hazard, the falling of person. We cannot, because we have to work at height. So if you don't work at height, there is no hazard. So the second step, substitution, replace the worker. You will replace the worker after 20-30 minutes. If a worker works there at 30 minutes, so you replace the other worker with that worker. So it's called substitutions. The third one is engineering control. So what will we do? What will we do for the engineering control? Can anybody tell me? Anybody have any idea? In engineering control, we will change the method of the work at height for the workers so that they will be safe. They will be working safe. We will be working on the method or the procedure. If there is a risk of falling in the procedure, in the previous procedure, in the existing procedure, if there is a risk of falling, so what do you do? Change the method, change the procedure. So it's possible. The third one is engineering control, is change of method or procedure. The third one is also possible. The third one is also possible. Okay. Now the fourth one. The fourth one is administrative control. So what? Administration, the top management, the mid management, the low management. The top management, there is a safety manager, safety supervisor, and CEO and directors. They are responsible person for implementing and making policy. Also, they will make the risk assessment They will implement the risk assessment. Okay, these are called the top management. Okay, now there is a mid management. Who is in the mid management? In the mid management, safety officer, engineers. Okay, these are in the mid management, and these are called the top management is actually a decision maker. Decision maker. The top decision will make decision, and the mid management will implement that decision. The top management is making decision. The mid management will implement that decision. So these are called the top management is called decision maker. Decision makers. The top management is called decision makers. Who falls in the top management? Who falls in the this category? Who falls in this category? The top management. The CEO, the directors, the managers, the supervisors. Got it? Are you getting me? Okay. The top management is the management who will make the decision, the final decision. And now there is a mid management. There is a mid management. Who falls in the mid management? Who falls in this category? Safety officer, safety engineers, and other engineers. Other engineers also. Other engineers also. So these are falling in the mid management. You are getting what I'm saying? Okay. The mid management are called the implementer. Who are they? Who are they? They are the implementers. The top management is the decision maker. The mid management is the implementer. So you falls in this category. You as a safety officer falls in this category, mid management. And also you must do administrative control. Who will do the administrative control? The mid management, the safety officer. Okay. So you are going to make an administrative control, to implement an administrative control. So what would you do? Think about, just observe for a second, for a 10 seconds, just observe what would you do. As a safety officer, what you will be doing, one by one, anyone. Training, best. Second option, meeting. Okay. The third option, TBT. Are you will be doing TBT, toolbox talks? Okay. Third, any other option? Consultation. Consultation. We will consult with the workers. You will consult with the workers about the hazards, about the risk, about the hazard and risk. You will consult with the workers. So consultation is also your responsibility. Other things. The first one is what? Training. We will provide training to the workers. Who will provide? The safety officer. Okay. The second thing, TBT, safety officer. The third thing, what we now learn, consultation. Okay. What other things we can do as administrative control? Yes. As a safety officer, what other administrative controls we can do? Just think about it. We will issue the permit. We will sign the permit. We will check the, that's called the fourth one. We will check or inspect the site, activity, and documentation. Documentation. They are making joke of me that I can't do it. Actually, they are my son. They are like my kids. Who is commenting on me? They are just like my kids. And I told them that you are just a small kid and you are commenting on me. So do it. I don't care. Okay. The Fourth one is as administrative control. As safety officer, you will implement administrative control. In administrative control, the first thing is training. You will provide training to the workers. The second thing, you will provide TBT, toolbox talk. What is TBT? When we are going to start the activity, before starting the activity, we will provide training to the work information to the workers about the activity. If the activity is work at height, so what will you provide? You will say that work at height is starting from 6 feet. Okay, so when you are doing work at height, you need to know about the hazards of the work at height and the risk of work at height. What are the hazards of the work at height and what are the risk of work at height? So you will provide that information to the workers, and that information exchange is called toolbox talk meeting. Toolbox talk meeting. It's a meeting. It's a meeting. It's just like a training or a meeting. Okay. Providing information to the workers about the activity is called TBT. Toolbox talk. That's okay. You got it. Okay. As safety officer, administrative, what other administrative controls you can do? Think about it. PP providing a providing. Now you have inspect or checked the site, you have inspected the activity, and you have inspected and checked the documentation. What are the documentation? Yes, please tell me. Permit to work, risk assessment, method statement, JSA, job safety analysis. What are the other things? Method checklist, and what else is remaining? CUV card, we will check definitely. But the main thing, one thing is missing. The ERP, Emergency Rescue Plan. Do you have the emergency rescue plan? It's your duty to check that if the emergency rescue plan is available or not. It's your duty, foremost duty. If it's not available, you will not allow the work. You will not allow the work. Other thing, you will check the ERT. ERT, what is ERT? Emergency Rescue Team. You will check that if there is a team is available for the emergency procedures. First of all, before the activity, you have to do a lot of things. It's called preparation. And it will take some 20 to 30 minutes. In 20-30 minutes, you will do all these things. You will first check, you will provide training, you will do the TBT, you will do the consultation. The consultation and the training is not on the before the activity at the morning. It will be like 2 or 3 days when the workers are coming to the and joining the site. So at that time you will be providing the activity, the training about activities. So it's not on the that morning when you are doing TBT. जब आप टीबीटी देंगे ना, उस टाइम आप ट्रेनिंग नहीं देंगे, उससे 2-3 दिन पहले या हफ्ता पहले आप ट्रेनिंग देंगे वर्कर्स को. ठीक है, तो ये आपकी जिम्मेदारी होगी. Okay. Now what other thing? The other thing is check or inspect the site activity and documentation. Okay. Now the fifth thing. What is the fifth thing? What would be the fifth thing we will do as administrative control? Checking and inspecting the basic and mandatory PPEs. It's the responsibility of a safety officer is to check the PPEs, the mandatory PPEs and the basic PPEs. What are the basic PPEs? What is PPEs? First of all, PPE. What is PPE? Personal protective equipment. So what is its used for? What are its uses? Used for safety. Okay. Actually, it is a barrier between the hazard and the worker. It is a barrier between the hazard and the worker. But it will not provide you 100% protection. Just learn. It will not provide you 100% protection. It will provide only 5 to 10%. It will safeguard you only 5 to 10%. And there are two types of PPEs, personal protective equipment. The first one is called basic PPEs. What are the basic PPEs? The basic PPEs are PPEs which we use in every activity, every type of activity, any activity, like work at height, confined space, excavation, scaffolding. What type of activity you will use the basic PPE? Without basic PPE, the worker will not be allowed to work. You will not allow the worker to work if there is no basic PPEs. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what are the mandatory PPEs?
That is used for specific reasons.
The mandatory PPEs are those PPEs which we use during for a specific activity. Specific activity is that work at height is a specific activity, and it requires a mandatory PPE called full body harness. Full body harness. So you must check that the activity is work at height. So have you provided the workers with full body harnesses? If you don't provide it, then you will not allow the work. You can't allow the workers, because if they fell down and they died or they are injured, you are the responsible person. You will be the responsible person. So these are all your duties. In the administrative control, you must observe the site, you must observe the hazard, and you must do a control measure. What type of control measure? Any type of. You can do, even you can do tie, you can tie like आप एक रस्सी भी बांध सकते हो उस वहां पे, ताकि ये गिर ना जाए, या आप उधर एक जाल भी बिछा सकते हो, जाल, ताकि ये अगर गिर जाए तो जमीन तक ना गिरे. तो these are all control measures, and we are doing the hierarchy of controls. The hierarchy of controls is a sequence by which we eliminate the hazard or reduce the effects of that hazard. Once again, the hierarchy of control is a sequence by which we eliminate the total hazard or reduce the damage that has been that will be done after we exposed to the hazard. We will be reducing the damage that is provided due to that hazard. Okay, so that's called the hierarchy of controls. It's the hierarchy of controls. It's not the hierarchy. I told you in although I have pushed to, but it's not a joke. I know that it's hierarchy. But somebody, like, they are just like a small kids and they are commenting on my videos that I told, but I don't care. I will work, I will carry on, I will provide all the necessary information to you, because you are just like my brothers, or you are just like my kids. Okay? So there is no shame in it. If somebody commenting, he has a right, and I will appreciate his comments. Okay? Now, come to the point. The administrative control, for the filing of person, the administrative control is full body FBH, provision of FBH, full body harness. And the last option is PPEs. Okay, now the administrative controls can be barrication on edges. We will provide barrication on edges on the floors. Okay, the other thing as an administrative control for the filing of person, what will we do? We will provide scaffolding with top rail, mid rail, and toe board. देखिए, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव कंट्रोल में ये नहीं है कि आपने डायरेक्ट फुल बॉडी हार्नेस वर्कर को देख पहना कर और बस उसको काम पे लगा दिया. फर्स्ट आपने क्या करना है, उसको उसका बोर्डिंग प्रोवाइड करना है और एजेस पे वेरिफिकेशन करना है. क्या करना है? एजेस पे वेरिफिकेशन करना है और उसको स्कैफोल्डिंग प्रोवाइड करना है. कौन सी स्कैफोल्डिंग? जिसमें टॉप रेल हो, मिड रेल हो और टो बोर्ड हो, ताकि वो गिरने से बच सके. ओके, अच्छा, व्हाट अदर थिंग विल यू डू? You will check the tag on the scaffolding. The tag on the scaffolding, whether it's green, red, or yellow. If it's red, nobody will be allowed on the scaffolding. If it's yellow, only professionals will be allowed. Only professionals will be allowed. If it's green, all the workers are allowed to work on their scaffolding. Okay, and it will inspect. It will be not your responsibility to inspect the scaffolding. The scaffolding will be inspected by a authorized person. Who is the authorized person? The responsible person? The scaffolding inspector. The scaffolding inspector is the responsible person. Okay, for checking or inspecting the scaffolding. So now you got it. The last option is PPs. You will provide in the PPs full body harness with double lanyard. Double lanyards. Lanyards are the ropes, the two ropes which are connected to the anchor points. The anchor point here is the one anchor point. Here is the other anchor point. The two ropes are called the double lanyards. The one lanyard is this. The other lanyard is this. बात समझ में आ रही है? These are the two ropes of the full body harness. Okay. So PPEs are the last option and it's the least effective. It's not the most effective. The most effective options are barricading on edges and scaffolding, the top rail, the mid rail, the toe board, and the green tape on the scaffolding. Okay, got it? So, picture was. Picture was. That's okay. We will now review what is reporting a little bit. We will review it. Somebody commented on my post that the regulatory authority of the UK is not REDOR. It's the regulations. The one is the regulation. The HSE regulation is called the rules and regulations which they have named the REDOR. It's correct. The REDOR is the regulation for the companies to follow, and the regulatory authority. The regulatory authority is HSE. HSE, Health, Safety. It's not for environment, it's for executive. It's the UK regulatory authority. It's the UK HSE regulatory authority. Got it? And the REDOR. What is the REDOR? The REDORs are the regulations. According to these regulations, the HSE is working in the UK. The HSE is inspecting and doing their job according to these regulations, and the regulations are REDOR. Okay, got it? Okay. Now today the topic of our class is yesterday we had learned that what is reporting. Reporting is inquiring the top management about an incident, near miss or damage. Okay, property damage. Okay, now look at here. When to report? When to report? When there are fatalities, there are injuries, there are near miss, there are incidents, there are accidents, we will report. Okay? Simply. Now, if a person don't work for 7 days repetitively, so we will report. Okay? Now, occupational disease are those diseases which we acquire during working on workplaces. When we are working in workplaces and we acquire some disease, these are called occupational disease. Okay, simply. Now, dangerous occurrences. What are dangerous occurrences? Dangerous occurrences are those occurrences which results no injuries, damage, or harm. It's called near misses. But these are dangerous because they have the potential to cause you harm, damage, injury, or fatality. Okay? Who should report? Now, who should report? There is a cycle. I told you the safety officer will report to the safety supervisor. The safety supervisor will report to the safety manager. The safety manager will report to the safety director. The safety director will report to the employer, the CEO, and the CEO will report to the regulatory authority. Okay, this is a cycle, and the cycle will repeat again and again, again and again. This cycle will be repeated. Okay, and there will improvement will be coming day by day. Okay, now how to report? There are two types. The one is online report. The online, we have to fill a form online and send it to the concerned authority or the concerned person online via the email or the WhatsApp. Okay, and the other thing is by phone. We will dial their number and we will report the incident, accident, near miss, injuries eventually on the phone. Okay. Huh. What happens after you report? After you, when you will report, what will be happening? The happening will this will be happening that after you report, the third party team will become coming there in the on the site. When the third party is coming and they have arrived, so they will be investigating. What they will do? Investigations. When you are reporting, they will do investigations. Okay, and the final decision will be depending on the regulatory authority. If the regulatory authority is doing something to the employer, to the company, it's their own well. Okay, we can't reduce, we can restrict them. We can restrict them. They can do, they can fine you, they can give you fine, they can give you imprisonment, everything can be happen. Okay. What are the types of HSE reports? What are the types of HSE reports? HSE reports are, the first type is incident and hazard reports. Incident and hazard reports. They are the, when there is a hazard, there will be an incident. So the incident and the hazard report. The injury and loss type incident report. Injury and loss